Hey, what's up? New patches here, and just started Dota. It's it's such a cute picture when I load up and see the him using the Magnus hammer or her using. Sorry, look at that. She's ferocious, man. She's wild. Such is the ability draft mode. Win 2 games of ability draft to earn 300. I just started Dota and I was presented with this screen. And I know there's an update on the website too. Let's see if in game we can check out the things that we need to see in the new update. There we are. The update is 7.31D. The general changes are added Mercy to Captain's mode. Roshan will now attack ward until if there are no other units within melee range. Roshan attacks will immediately destroy any ward type unit. Satyr, Mind Stealer mana are reduced from 2.5 to 2. Bracer HP. Now we're going to the item changes. Bracer HP regen reduced from 1 to 0.75. Non-Talisman no longer grants 4% mana cost reduction. Now grants 3% max mana. This is basically a buff to OD. Wow. And it's kind of a big nerf to Storm because the cost of the mana will increase if he has null talismans. So now the build of going all null talismans is over now. Healing Salve is duration is halved when cast on an ally. Cost decreased. Duration is halved. That's kind of bad. Now supports won't be buying healing salves. Well, they will be, but you know, it won't be as effective. It's much more effective to buy it yourself. Blacking bar cooldown increase from 75 seconds to 90 seconds. That's much better. That's a good change, I think. Bonus agility increase of the butterfly to 30 to 35. Crimson guard damage block increased. 70, 35 to 75 to 50. Nice. Lincoln Sphere cooldown increased. 12 to 13 second was fine. 14 is kind of harsh, but it's good because if you see a Queen of Pain being annoying, you know, he won't be as annoying. 2 second less annoying. Satanic active lifesteal reduced from 200% to 175%. I thought they would add more damage to the Satanic as well. Usually when they reduce lifesteal they add damage, so you know, almost makes a very less difference. Eternal Shroud magic resistance increased from 20 to 25. Shroud cooldown reduced. Now it's much better. A little bit more better, more value. Bloodstone spell lifesteal increase from 25 to 30%. Blood impact cooldown reduced from 40 seconds to 30 seconds. Reverend Brooch cooldown reduced from 45 to 25 seconds. Cooldown now starts after all attacks run out. Mana cost increased from 250 to 300. No longer consumes an attack when hitting a magic immune target. You can now cast Reverend Brooch while active to remove all remaining attacks and start the cooldown. Okay. Wraith Pact model size increased by 50%. Attack destroy reduced from 5 to 4. Cold body increased from 20 to 100. When casted will automatically follow the caster. Hero changes. Berserk Potion. Shard mana cost reduced from 1 to 5 to 100. Chemical Rage duration increased from 25 to 30 seconds. Cooldown increased from 55 seconds to 60 seconds. Nice. Bristleback. Viscous Nasal Goo cast range increase from 600 to 650. Back release threshold reduced from 210 to 200. Centaur Warrunner, stun duration increased. Just a tiny bit. Chaos Knight, damage reduced from 9182. Okay. Damage reduced. Well, just a little bit worse in early phases, I guess. Chaos Strike, Life Steal reduced. Battery Assault deals 2x damage to creeps. Okay, that's a good change and a big change. Crystal Maiden base strength reduced from 18 to 17. Cast range increase at first bite. That's very nice now. It's easier to get the range ones. Crystal Nova slow duration increased. Very nice, 5 seconds. Darkseer base agility increased. Mana cost reduced of the surge. Vacuum damage increased. Good in early phases. Dark Willow, Shadow Realm, cooldown reduced from 26 to 14 seconds to 20 to 14 seconds. Dawnbreaker strength growth reduced 3.6 to 3.4. Critical damage increased from 120 to 180% to 125 to 1%. But strength growth has been reduced. So less base damage, but more damage from the crit to make up for that. This is actually better, I think. Cooldown reduced from 120 to 100 seconds to 120 to 90 seconds. That's much nicer. Dazzle, Poison Touch. I think it should be 80 seconds, but I think that would be a little too OP. Dazzle, Poison Touch, Shard Hex duration increased. That's nice. Bad Juju, damage or heal per stack increased. Nice. Static Storm duration increased from 5 to 6 seconds. That's very nice. Usually you escape in the last 1 second. Usually you die in the 5 seconds or you escape by the last 1 second. So this would mean that if you're stuck in Static Storm, you're probably dead, especially if Disruptor has Agneps. Dragonite base agility reduced, shard duration reduced from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, shard AoE reduced. I think with these reduction, the damage should have increased, but whatever. Drow Ranger, +2 multi-shot waves increased to +3. You know what, we'll find where's single draft? Yeah. It's nice, all big turbo. Rank looks just the same. The 2 low priorlets. Anyways. A shaker's stun duration increased from the aftershock, 1.5 second max, but earlier you have almost 1 second stun now. That's good in the laning phase, a little bit better. Elder Titan bonus speed of the Astral Spirit per creep increased from 1% to 1.5. That's pretty good because it adds up, right? And cooldown reduced of the Earth Splitter to 120 to 100 seconds to 100 seconds. That's nice. Should be 90 seconds to be honest, but that would be too good, I think. Ember Spirit base strength increased from 21 to 22. Cast range reduced. Fair enough. Enigma demonic conversion, cooldown increased. Okay, faceless void item scepter radius increased. Time lock second die delay increased. Okay. Grimstroke, ink swell radius reduced from 400 to 375. Cooldown increased. Husker inner fire damage rescale from 100 to 300 to 120 to 300. All right. More damage in the early phases and a little less in the last phase. Overcharge attack speed bonus rescale. Starts lower and goes higher. Keeper of the light damage reduced. Reduced just by a little. Not very relevant, I think. Maybe it would be a little harder to finish up the complete Great Wave. That is all, but after you've reached level 4 on that, then you'll be clearing waves regardless. So just the leading stage slightly nerf, just slightly. 15 less damage. Legion Commander Moment of Courage cooldown decreased. Oh wow, that's really nice. 2.3 to 1.9. Wow. I love sometimes going the Moment of Courage build, and this will really complement it. Talent change from 75 overwhelming odds damage per hero increased. No, talent did not change, but damage per hero increased to 100. Okay. Leshrac Night Lightning Storm. Number of target increased from 4 to 10 to 5 to 11. Damage rescaled. Frost Blast. Mana cost reduced. Life Stealer max health as damage increased to 1.4% and starts from 0.8. Very better in laning phase and a bit more harsher hits to enemy strength heroes with a lot of HP. Fire Soul stack duration increased. Shard bonus damage increased. Okay. Lion Earth Spike projectile speed increased. Wow, that's big. From 1600 to 1800. Hex cooldown decreased. In the early phase, you have your Hex more available, which is very nice. Luna Lucent Beam. Damage increased from 75 to 300 to 80 to 320. Talent from 0.2 second Eclipse. Lucent mini stun increased to 0.25. Oh, that's very nice. So if you thought that you could escape by blinking, like if you're like anti-mid or something, you're even, well, that's likely to do so. I think you were unable to escape anyways, but I think it's even more like assuring that nobody escapes. Like in critical damage increase from 200 to 220%. Oh, that's nice. He needed that. It's such a squishy and just weird place, this Lycan hero. Doesn't make much sense, but this is good. Slow increase of the Skewer of Madness from 10 to 40%, 20 to 50%. So imagine 50% slow and then you have Orb of Corrosion too. That's very nice. And Shiva's and Scotty, but that's just, just going crazy. Shockwave, Scepter Erupt Armor reduction increased from 50% 75%. Scepter damage percentage increased from 50% 75%. Scepter move speed slow increased. Wow, from 50 to 75%. That's 25% more. That's very nice. Marcy cooldown decreased from 110 to 70 to 100 to 60. That's much nicer. Throw distance reduced. Fixed throw. Enemies being able to cast spells for 1 frame before being stunned. March space damage reduced by 3. Stun duration reduced. Mana cost of Void increased of Night Stalker. Omni Knight Hammer of Purity bonus damage rescale from 60 to 90% to 55 to 100%. Okay, Talon minus 4 second. Hammer of Purity cooldown 2 minus 6 second. Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. At level 20. Pangolier cooldown increased from 16 to 10 to 18 to 12 of Sheath Crash, and roll up duration reduced. Oh, that's a nice reduction. Noticeable, definitely. Phantom Lancer Doppelganger cooldown reduced from 25 to 10 seconds to 19 to 10 seconds. And just about 7 increased from 5% to 8%. Oh wow, that's nice. 3% more. Very nice. More illusion damage. Very annoying in late game. Touch base increased by 3. Good in laning phase, I guess, if you're like playing mid touch for some reason. Damage block increase. Yeah, that's nice. And draw slow also increased. Very nice. From 14% to 16%. Pugna Nether Ward. Damage per use mana reduced 1 to 1.7 to 0.7 to 1.5. Damage reduction reduced from 10 to 25% to 8 to 20%. Tricky tricks of the trade, cooldown reduced from 21 to 12 seconds to 18 to 12 seconds. Shadow Demon hit damage increased from 26 to 50 to 30 to 60. Oh, okay. Shadow Fiend Requiem of Souls max phase duration increased from 2.47 seconds to 2.7 seconds. Duration per line from 0.8 to 0.9. Silence strength growth reduced, Arcane Curse mana cost decreased, and from minus 20 to minus 25 global silence cooldown. Okay, Slark base level increased. That is nice, I think. The least amount of damage the Slark will do per hit is increased a little by 2. Essential duration rescale from 15 to 100 seconds to 20 to 80 seconds. Nice. Sniper damage increased of assassinate from 320 to 650 to 320 to 700. 650 to 700, sorry. Yeah, that's good. 50 more at max level. That's 700 HP gone. Of course, without taking into account the magic resistance. Summon base attack speed increased from 100 to 110. Teaches proximity mine gold reduced from 25 to 15. Proximity mine magic damage reduction increased from 10 to 20% to 15 to 25%, and sticky bomb detonation slow duration increased. Okay, nobody asked for these buffs, but okay. Terror Blade Metamorphosis bonus attack damage increased from 15 to 60 to 30 to 60. Alright. Timber Chain max distance and casting reduced 800 to 1250 to 750 to 1200, and base strength also increased from 24 to 25. Tinker Defense Matrix cast rate increased from 600 to 650, and Warp Flare mana cost reduced. Tusker Snowball speed increased from 600 to 675 to 625 to 700, and Tag Team Slow increased duration from 0.4 to 0.5. Ursa Earthshock move speed slow increased from 16 to 40% to 22 to 40%. Vengeful Spirit base set increased by 2, max damage per charge reduced from 75 to 70 for Visage. Warlock max slow increased of upheaval from 40 to 100% to 55 to 100%. Chaotic Offering cast rate decreased from 1200 to 1000. Movement speed increased by 10. Weavers attack damage bonus increased to 60, 5 more at all levels. Windranger Gale Force Shard Burst speed reduced, which after cooldown reduced of ultimate. 15% Maledict burst damage to 20%, that's nice. And the duration of the Heavenly Jump increased. Well, it's not the duration of the Heavenly Jump, but the slow, I think. From 1 to 2.5 to 1% to 2.5. Okay. Alright, not huge changes, I think. The solve change is noticeable. And yeah, I think the solve change is the only thing that I felt that is a bit more noticeable. Feels late game and Pud's laning phase. Just a minor differences. Magnus Agnims, Lycan's Dread, Lion's Earthspike, and a Legion Commander's third ability, Keeper of the Light's first ability, and his laning phase because of that. Yeah, these are the only things that and Disruptor's ultimate, Dazzle's short duration. Yeah, I think we went over everything. It's not a big patch. It's like it's not a completely minor patch either. It's just somewhere in between, a little bit more than minor patch, and that's interesting. So yeah, I'm still suffering from all the issues as I've written in the description of my previous upload, and so you can probably hear the quality of the mic. It's kind of it sounds different. So yeah. I will stream or record a video whenever possible, but yeah, you have to subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to be notified. Otherwise, you know, you may miss the rare upload or rare time when I go live. Once everything is fixed or gets better eventually over the course of months, I will surely stream more often, and yeah, we'll play more Southeast Asia ranked fun and tales and adventures. So yeah, battle pass, I think there's no battle pass yet either, so I think the next update will be the battle pass one. I think they will release more stuff with that. So I'm sure, I think if you click on the update, there will be more things on the website regarding Dota Plus, but I think where we have covered the most important ones over here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please take care of yourself and have yourself a damn good one. Peace.